So let's go to the third question. Okay, so this one here. So I'll go to. Let me go to this one. Oh, hang on. This one's a real interesting one. Hello, Jay and Jackie. Thank you very much. Loved your last two talks about twin flame. I'm new to this as well as you guys, and I really enjoyed your feedback. Thank you so much for all your help. Thank you very much. We're just doing it to help other people. My question is, my twin is married to another. What do I do? I am with someone, but that has changed. Like my twin is everything. What do I do? Wow, that's that's huge.
I do nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm more of a. If it's meant to be, it'll be. So, I mean, if you're the one reaching out to a married individual with that intention, I wouldn't accept that. I don't like that as a intention to start anything positive.
I think you got to be. My opinion. G'day, Di. How are you? It's my friend from Life Theories. Go, Di. How are you? We just finished one of those things. So, my opinion on that one is, I guess it's you have to just sort of put it into perspective and see where you're at. I think, because I mean, we're not telling people to, it's just that's a real hard one.
To me, it's more okay if that person who's married reached out to me, knowing that now I'm single. Then the attention is on them. That's their karma. I'm not building new karma by reaching out to a married person with an intention of possibly seeing if something could go on.
Absolutely.
That to me brings in more bad karma than, but if somebody else is actively reaching out to me and he wants to break up his marriage or whatever, and that's, there might be a little bit of karma with that, but not, that's not directed towards me, but that'd be an active choice that I would probably not make that.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm the same in that way. I think what you've got to do is try and get some sort of help with regards to your feelings in that way. Because if you are, obviously there's going to be situations where that might come up, but you've just got to sort of get some help with people who are more, I guess, qualified, in some ways to help you with that, because you don't know what you're going through with this one, because there are different feelings and, we don't know what people are going through, but it's a fair question. With that, because
I know a lot of people's other twin are in other relationships, or it's during your separation period and you're kind of waiting for that reconciliation moment, but that'll happen when it's supposed to. And like I said, it's not necessarily that this is going to happen in this lifetime.
Exactly.
That person might have already made a choice to spend their life with somebody.
Yeah, that's right, and you got to accept it.
Obligated to honor that choice, but
yeah, that's right. Look, I'm just reading between the lines with this one here, so I guess it's totally a choice of how you go about it. But I think the big thing Jackie said was huge is karma. You don't go breaking up anything just because this is my twin flame, I'm owed it. No, but what it could do, remember that they bring out certain aspects of ourselves that we have to work on. So what you can do is actually pull it back to yourself and go, okay, this thing, you have this Disney-filled romance or someone whatever's going through your head, and you're thinking, okay, I know about twin flames, the ultimate love and all that kind of stuff, but remember the other side of it, that you can go, right, what I will do is work on myself. And I do, and if you are in a loving soulmate relationship or whatever it may be, this could really benefit. I was probably exposed to this because to make me better. So the partner that I'm with, we could have even a greater relationship. So you can thank that twin flame.
Yeah, it doesn't bring in the right energy for me. So
I'm the same.
That's my take on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same.
And if I was the other party in that relationship and somebody did that, I would feel very angry.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just a point to know that. In my
opinion. I think if you do what I just said, just like take it back to yourself and go, I can be better from it and understand it. So you don't just go. There's a lot of people who have that go, oh my God, it's the ultimate. But think about the other party, exactly what you just said, the karma and the other party. But what you can do is bring it back to yourself and go, how can I make myself a lot better?
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
If you take it, yeah, that's a great one. That's a really good. That's a really good one.
But it's an honest question, for sure.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's going to happen, isn't it? It's an honest question. And thanks very much for bringing that up. That's a.
We want.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody wants to be happy.
Exactly. So
not
it's
at
a good.
the expense of other people's happiness.
Yep. Remember that. Remember the karma. Remember, take it back to yourself. It's like they say, let them go. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do for you, because it's exposed. What I've learned is to expose myself to myself and really going. If I want to be a better person, I have to actually look into myself and unlock that key to the dungeon of stuff that I've got to work on. So, and I've done that. It's a major shift. It's a major shift.
Agreed.
So yeah, it's an interesting one. Okay. Last question there, Jack.
Sure.
We'll go. Okay, this is about leaving a twin flame. Okay, it's just a question. There's no thing there. So when you leave, do you feel the breakup feelings, giving up, frustration, sadness, depression, or heartbreak? Okay, that's an interesting one, because
I mean, all of the above at any given time. Like, I mean, every so often. But in my situation, I think I had already kind of mentally prepared. So I don't focus so much on any of those things.
Right.
At all.
Yep, that's cool.
But in past times where there was that separation period, it was like all consuming, those feelings.
Yep.
So yeah, like you say, it's important that I have to take it back to me. Why am I feeling so sad? Why do I always need to have somebody around? Why do I always get comfort in other people instead of just being present with myself? And then
that's a big thing. You said yourself. Yeah, you're doing stuff for yourself, aren't you? So my take on that, the heartbreak and depression, I go more to heartbreak, because you're actually working within the soul of the heart. So if you're moving we actually reacted from our heart. That's my part. But then obviously reaction there's a breakup or a separation or something, it's like the other part's going. So obviously you're working from your heart again. So I think it's quite simple as that.
Yeah.
I think it is
your heart. You guys share such a strong bond, right? So it's just so painful. I mean, it can really be those moments that, I mean, I've had a lot of breakups in my life, but there's only with my twin where it was really that I couldn't just get over it. Like that, right?
Agreed. Especially, imagine, okay, let's look at a situation of this one where, you're broken up with your twin or whatever situation, and you see them again. That's the heart. If you're gonna go heartbreak and all those kind of things, think about it this way. You see them again, it's gonna come back, isn't it? It's gonna come back to you.
I haven't had to witness that yet. Like, I talked to, we're talking about how it might look if, we were seeing other people or whatever. I'm like, I don't know if I'd be ready to kind of walk into that.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, hey, great point. I mean, great point into, what can you do? I mean, you think this is the ultimate, and then you see them with someone else. I mean, it takes a lot of strength. I mean, a lot of inner strength. And then the other thing is, for me, that's the ultimate love. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm not ready for that right yet. And I think I've made myself pretty clear about my expectation on what respect is to each other. But it's different, right? We have kids and we were still married officially. So, I mean, not that it's just there's a way to go about it if you are doing that. And you're not going to just show up at the same places that you used to, or where you could run into somebody. I would have done anyway.
That's me.
I don't know what I would do. I probably turn and walk away because I wouldn't want to start a thing.
I'm doing that. I'm in a situation I'm in that situation where I have to limit. I can't walk away. Well, I can and I can't. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say I cannot. I've got to limit what I do, and that's just personally, because I know exactly where I'm at with this, and I know it's going to trigger. Okay, there's going to be times when you sort of run in, and this is going to be like, I think for me personally, when it does happen, it'll be a dark night of the soul type thing, because that's something that you're working on. I know for a fact that's something that the universe has told me to work on, facing your fears and all those kind of things, you know. So this is a big, again, bringing it back to myself and going, what do I have to do? But it's not going to lie, man, it's not going to be easy, because that is the ultimate for you, you know what I mean? It taught you exactly what true love is. They bring it to you and they go, here you go, have it. And then we'll sort of, the journey's on. Now the race is on, or the journey's on, you know? So, yeah.
I expect it to happen at some point.
Yes.
But I'm okay with it. I think I've made my peace with that. I just would expect that there was a conversation first. It wasn't something I was surprised about. And then there was certain kind of like boundaries around how it's discussed, because I'm the kind of person who really wants to be friends with somebody that meant so much to me, and I could very well do so as long as there was proper respect back and forth. Other people may not be able to manage that, but I mean, that remains to be seen until
I think and they say time heals wounds and stuff. I think time doesn't heal the wounds. It helps heal it. It helps you allow it to heal. And that's what you've got to do your business, because you can still bring back that trauma back 6 years later, you know, whatever it may be.
I know.
Because you still got that. Yeah, sorry, keep going.
Exactly. Everything comes back to what I'm focusing, or what was the lesson in that, or how am I managing in my background. I'm not changing anybody else anymore. I'm not working to, cultivate wellness for someone else. It's for my benefit.
That's right. And I think it's a case of look, I've had these thoughts. I'm thinking, okay, what if? But at the end of the day, we've got to detach from the outcome, which is my lesson, and basically work on what you do for the day. I mean, here we go. Openly admit it's because, and especially that I'm a Cancer and emotional and all those kind of things. I'm channeled with the emotions of what's going on. I feel it, and feel it hard, right? And I'm thinking to myself, how it's got easier, but the love and the heart when I do see her, is, man, wow. It's still, the emotion comes back, but I guess you learn how to control it in some ways, and you just go, and it's just very unnatural to not let that overriding sense of love and all that towards the person, where you've got to sort of see where you are at. You can't just force things, you know what I mean? So it's I mean, seeing a twin with someone else, well, it's part of life, and you've got to deal with it in your own way in some ways. And they'll probably see you as well. And whether you can, big question, can you move on from it? I don't know. I don't think you can move on from the feelings. You'll never ever forget it. But you have to learn how to move on with your life in some way and use it to the betterment of yourself.
Exactly. So I mean, I guess if anybody had any questions that they wanted to ask now.
Can you see the questions there, Jack? Can you see Diana's on from Live Theory?
Yeah, I saw. She didn't. She wasn't any real question. She was making some comments on focusing on us. It's important, and that being that the twin flame relationship's not for the birds, so it's tough to be living through it. So she's just highlighting the fact that it's not a easy process, or for the faint of heart. Oh, lost my light.
Okay.
My phone is dying. Sorry, I should have charged it a little longer.
That's okay. That's okay. All good. Those questions were cool today. Yeah.
Yeah. Did anybody else have any questions that they want to
throw the questions at us if you need to?
pop in? Otherwise, we will collect them over the week and we'll bring them up at next week's episode.
Yeah. And look, just to say that it's a weekly thing for us. Why we're coming on weekly is because it changes for us every week, and we sort of have a little bit of a debrief ourselves, and we'll probably do that whenever we can, Jack. There's a lot to go through in regards to where you're at and where I'm at, so we sort of come to the middle of where we're doing, so we can actually give the information current to where we're at in the situation. And as I said, it's very hard for us and for me, just to make sure that we, respect the other person that we're with and stuff, and don't, make sure that it's all coming about us, but we're reacting to this connection, if that makes any sense, guys, because you just got to sort of talk it through that way so you can respect the other person fully.
Exactly.
So hopefully I put it in a way that you understand it. So
great. Well, I guess if nobody has any questions, we will jump off for this week, and then Jay will reconvene and
we'll chat. Yeah, we'll definitely chat, guys.
Hey guys, we'll talk to you probably same time next week ish.
Yes. Yep.
Within that
absolutely.
hour, anyways. And have a great week, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you very much. From Twin Flame Journey from Jackie and myself. We'll see you later.